Hi, my name is Fiskani, wardrobe stylist to the stars and proprietor of the Ivy Showroom. I've styled so many people over the years, I can't keep up. We'll be here all day if I have to name them. But just to name a few, Akon, Toni Braxton, TLC, John Legend, and the list goes on and on and on. I had a wonderful styling career, doing Grammys, Oscars, and movies and everything in between. And one day I woke up and opened the Ivy Showroom, which is such a magical place that helps people doing productions come pull clothes. So if you have a wardrobe need of any sort, the Ivy Showroom got you covered.
So, you said you've been curious about design since you were a little girl. What drew you to fashion?
I was probably always drawn to fashion since I was a little girl because it just was probably always my passion. I always loved clothes. I always stared at people who looked nice. And I, get slapped in the face for staring, but it just was what I was interested in. And the older I grew, the more I just went towards, my purpose in fashion. So it's always been part of my DNA.
Okay. You've given us the list of public figures and celebrities that you've styled. Are there any you'd like to add, or just run us through the list again?
So I've styled so many people. I mean, I always get tongue twisted naming the people I've styled. I want to touch everybody. That's the goal. I've styled TLC, Akon, John Legend, Tyrese, Toni Braxton. So many. I just get tongue twisted. I need to figure out an A to Z. But I've done an A to Z, but it's always a new star is born every day. And I want to touch everybody. If you are in need of styling, I'm here to help you.
What's your artistic process?
When working on custom designs, collaboration is best. So I'm a stylist that doesn't force style. Some stylists like to force style, like you're going to wear this jacket. And not everyone can wear this jacket. They may think it's hideous. I may like it, you may not. So a lot of collaboration, I like to collaborate with the client. So whoever I'm working with, of course, you have to style based on what's needed. So it could be a scene in the middle of the desert that doesn't call for a big gown, or sometimes it does. So you have to sit there, and consulting is key. And not just to go off your own thoughts of this is what I'm gonna put on you, because it's actually their big day. It could be them getting an Oscar or going to the Oscars. And this is a big milestone. And you don't just force them to wear anything. You would sit there and collaborate, have a fitting. Fittings are very important. Some stylists don't fit, and some people just bring you clothes and expect you to love it. But collaboration is key.
The Ivy Showroom stands by the tagline, "Never wear it twice." What's the inspiration behind this?
So we came up with Never Wear It Twice because this is really funny, but Never Wear It Twice was the birth of the digital era and social media. So when I first started styling, we didn't have social media. And we just, I guess if you looked good, it was who wore it best in the magazine or in the newspaper, or TV is when you would see things. We didn't have the instant social media of watch me get dressed, now I'm on the carpet, and the criticism that comes with that. So when social media was introduced to the world, so many stars were born. It just wasn't celebrities. Initially, we were celebrity stylists, but influencers were birthed, reality stars, other musicians. So many genres came about it, like writers, trainers. I'm a chef. It was like all these people that became very, very popular and had their personal audiences and wanted to look good. So people just came up with this thing where, if I wear this outfit, I don't want to be seen with this outfit again. And so it was like, okay, never wear it twice, and just come to the Ivy Showroom. And somewhere in the sky, someone wrote that if you wear an outfit and you're pictured in it, you shouldn't wear it again, which is not true, you really can. But if you don't want to, we got you covered at the Ivy Showroom.
So, you moved to the US from Zambia when you were 3 years old. What do you love most about visiting home?
So I moved to the US when I was a child, and I love visiting Zambia because it's, I get very creative when I come to Zambia, and it's home. Nothing is no place like home. Click my heels, okay? So every time I come, it's so much nostalgia and so many things that was the base of my career, that when I come back to it, I'm always able to birth more things and think of more things. So I love coming to Zambia. It's my happy place.
The Zambian fashion scene is growing. Is there anybody here that you have your eye on? Any designers that you think deserve attention at home and internationally?
I think it's a lot of artists and designers that will make it internationally here in Zambia. I do have my eye on them. It's just we're growing, but we're growing at a fast pace, and we're filling in the gap really quickly in television, in music. It's moving at a rapid pace, so we won't have to wait 100 years to catch up. We probably move it a decade at a time per year, and every time I look up, I see very creative things. I see visuals that really catch my eye. I was watching Sampa the Great and Sheffy in the video they did, the opening of Black Panther, I believe. And the visuals were amazing. I was so intrigued by that. So it's artists like that that are just really pushing the envelope and doing things that you wouldn't expect. So I think we catching up. We catching up.
What are your top 3 career moments?
My top 3 career moments. Wow, you should have said top 300. But my top 3. How do I pick top 3? All right, let's say number 1, my first job ever was styling Akon. That was a career, obviously, opener. And it sticks out because we both didn't know what we were doing, and look at us now. So that really sticks out. Number 2 was working on a TLC documentary and movie. And that really resonated to me because I was a young girl in Dola that watched TV and MTV music videos, sitting in a living room in Dola and watching TLC. I'm 9 or 10 years old. And I just rewinded the tape. Like, I really love these girls. I love these songs. And then fast forward 15, 20 years later, I am working on their documentary and I'm working with these girls. So those are like big highlights for me, because to imagine a dream from a little sitting room across the pond, and then now you're here working with these people. They didn't know that, but in my heart, it was like, look at me, I'm right here. And if they only knew where my journey came from. So I would say number 2. And then number 3 would be the Ivy Showroom. That was just everything aligned, and to just open the Ivy Showroom and to have the amount of people that come to the Ivy Showroom, it's exciting for me. Every single client, I'm not used to it. I'm not like, oh, it's just another person. You can come. And I'll be excited just like you were the first person. Creating that and people actually patronizing that business, the model of business that it is, has been quite a career high for me.
If you could have lunch with any living fashion icon, who would it be and why?
If I could have lunch with a living icon, I would have lunch with myself. Oh. Take myself to lunch and order champagne. No, I love Coco Chanel. I really did. But she's dead, so we don't want to wake up and have lunch with her. Yeah, it's a galosh of designers out there, and it's new designers every day. But it would be me. Mm-hmm.
What shows are you currently binging?
Oh my God. I binge once a year. I don't get to watch a lot of TV. But I have been watching Bridgerton. Have you seen Bridgerton? It's so good. I'm intrigued by it. I'm intrigued by the wardrobe and the time period that it was in. So currently, I'm on Bridgerton.
If you could own one non-conventional pet, what would it be?
Oh God, if I could own a non-conventional pet, I don't even own a conventional pet. If I could own a non-conventional pet, a horse. Yep, I like horses. I'd have a ranch. I should get a ranch. Yeah.
What is the biggest misconception people have about Zambia?
I think people in the outside world's biggest misconception about Zambia is that the people are not friendly. And this is the most friendliest place on earth. I have traveled east, west, far and wide. Zambian people are extremely friendly. This is probably the most friendliest African country. The people are very nice here. I have been to places where people are not so nice, rude, loud. And Zambia is just really a nice place. And the people are nice. You have your few, but the people in general are nice. They say hello, say goodbye, say excuse me, you know. It's a nice place. The people are really nice. It's not so nice people in the rest of the world.
What's one thing you never leave the house without?
I never leave the house without my phones. Addicted for 20 years. 2 phones, sometimes 3.
You've mentioned that asking yourself the question, what are you striving for, helps to motivate you. So what is Fiskani and the Ivy Showroom striving for in the fashion world?
Strive for greatness. Fiskani, the Ivy Showroom, we strive for greatness. Exclamation mark.
You're looking lovely today, as usual. How would you describe your personal style and how is it reflected in your brand?
My personal style is colorful. It has a lot of spontaneity. I don't have a style, I don't think. I go in and out of a lot of styles, and it's spontaneous, like I said, and that correlates with my brand. We can fit whatever need you have, so we're not a one-stop shop for one particular thing. We can get you covered for all wardrobe needs.
Do you have any sentimental clothing items or accessories?
I don't have sentimental clothing items. I like things for a period of time. Like I may like this ring. You like my ring? This is my new thing. But this could be gone in 2 months and I'll be on to something else. Style, it evolves and everything comes back. You're not supposed to marry style. You're supposed to date it. There you go. So, yeah, no, I'm not predictable, I guess. I have nothing I do routine. You know how people do things routine, like I jog at 6 a.m. I don't do anything routine. At least I was early. See?
Very. Very.
I was early, that was good. I'm on time. See, I do not waste people's time. So we got it?